the first trade that we, a couple of our team members looked at was AUD USD. And just to go over what we saw here on the daily, clearly there was a beautiful trend line, okay? And what we were looking for was it to potentially come back up to this trend line and respect it. As soon as we saw that there was this nice pattern, or this W looking pattern, as you can see, we have A, B, C, D. We were expecting it to explode, and it did. This was our entry here at 1.68807, and it is up 121 pips. So this was nice. This carried over, was it this, I'm gonna say, was it this week? Yeah, this is part of this week. So now what we're looking for is to see if this neckline of this W here, if it's going to be respected, or if it'll push up to the trend line and go down. There's a possibility that it can do that. So we're looking at maybe it doing one of these, okay, or respecting this area and then continuing down. So at the moment, we're just going to wait and see if we're going to get some downward momentum. Now, if I actually, hold on, yeah, I could extend out this neckline. And we can see here that we had a nice pattern, and we had a huge breakout retest, and then it's kind of respecting it right here. So if it is unable to penetrate this and I'll continue to take it down, that would go ahead and basically invalidate this trend line. It would be time to draw a new trend line. If not, we'll see if we can get some more bullish momentum and retest and go up. At the moment, it's too early to tell. However, this was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful trade. The next trade that we looked at was EJ. And if you've been following me on social media, this trade has been playing out absolutely beautifully. TP hit. Our entry was at 12168. And not to get so technical, just to make it very simple to understand, we have a consolidation box right here. What are we looking for? We're looking for a retest. We always get it on a retest. So yes, the breakout is nice, but typically after a breakout, you're going to get a nice big retracement after that. If you are a breakout trader, then you want to make sure you secure pips right away, wait for a new entry to go ahead and take advantage of the move. I am a retest trader. I like confirmation, especially if there's like a huge push and then it lands on top. It just goes to show me that the bears are no longer controlling this market. The bulls are taking over. And as you can see, it was a perfect entry, wick entry, 121680. And literally we TP. It was amazing. And this move was 113 pips. I was in this trade. It was an amazing trade. This was a 2360, 3820 pullback on the fib level. So although we had entries for deeper retracements, it was clear that it was respecting market structure, and the team ate off this one. The next one is EN. This was also an amazing trade. This right here, some people did get stopped out, okay, because they got in here and then it stopped them out, but we still came back in. I know I was one of them, so I'm not even gonna lie. However, we were able to get another entry, which was really, really good, especially in the 1 hour. Show you guys. So this right here, this huge fake out was 74 pips. Nice stop hunt because basically the movement was so obvious. This trade we lost, we did get in once that news candle closed, okay? And I'll show you on a smaller time frame just so you can see. It was a little bit late, okay? We did have to wait for the pullback. It's not labeled on here. I had a 3820 and a 2360. So the first setup, it was perfect. However, we did get stopped out. It is what it is, what the market does. We were expecting some crazy news and it happened. However, we didn't cry over spilled milk. We waited for another opportunity, got in, and as you can see, she hit take profit dead on. So although we were stopped out, okay, we were able to recover 224 pips. Okay, so if you ever get stopped out, don't get discouraged. Don't delete your markup. go back and analyze it and see what you could have done better, what was done wrong, was your timing off? Most of the time it's timing. So, or not paying attention to news or things like that, not being aware. Now, news will always, in my case, push the trade in the direction that it's supposed to go anyway. So as you can see, it just expedited the process and gave us the opportunity to get in on a better entry with literally no, like, minimal drawdown. It was a wick entry. It was perfect. And we just wrote it down. So again, always just reanalyze it. Don't give up on the trade. As long as you have the direction going, you know, you just need to get back and trade accordingly. So that TP'd. Now on the long term, let's look at this. I'm just trying to see how it reacts to this area, only because I do see a nice pattern being formed. You can see that we have a left shoulder, our neckline right here. So there's potentially that we may get our right shoulder, and on the daily, the right shoulder is usually 50 to 100 pips lower, depending on what pair you trade. So let's see, yeah, about 50 pips. So I'm gonna keep an eye out on this trade, see how she reacts to the neckline, and potentially buy her up if she respects this pattern, and go down. So we'll have to see how that goes. I'm not going to analyze her yet on the weekly. We'll do that next week. But this was a beautiful setup. Some of my team members got in up here, but for those that got in a little bit late, it was 120 pips. So right there, 200 something pips. Our stop losses are not too high, so it was no big deal. All right, now GA has been perfect, y'all. She's been perfect. This is my favorite pair. I love this pair. She gives a lot of pips. She respects market structure. She respects technicals. This is my favorite pair in the whole wide world. As you can see, I had a nice entry, and I'm going to show you on the 4 hour. A lot of people thought that she was going to ride up, but it was clear this was just a correction in the market. And I waited for the flag to complete, got in right here. Once I saw this beautiful, beautiful candle, this doji, I got in on the next candle. I was like, I know what's about to happen. And then I got in another entry right here, which was just amazing. I actually TP'd. Normally I will hold it out, but I TP'd. She literally was only, let me see. I think my TP was off by 7.2 pips. I happened to just have an alert around this area on my phone because I didn't know if she was going to be able to hit it. And thank God I did, because this would have kind of made me a little upset. Now she may continue going down, but I'm happy. I mean, from here to here, it was 257 pips. So I'm very, very pleased with this trade. Yeah, I'm very pleased. I don't know what else to say. GU, she's been fun. She's actually stopped me out twice. She has stopped me out twice. The first, actually, I made the same mistake twice. So, which was retarded, but it's all good. I'm here to be transparent, and whatever. She gave me back all my money plus some. So there is a 4 hour head and shoulder, inverted, and then there's a daily, okay? And what I'm looking to see is if she's gonna respect this and make a daily right shoulder. I don't know if it's gonna happen, especially if we draw like a trend line and cut off the head. It's really respecting the 4 hour trend line. However, on the daily, this is the neckline. This pink is the neckline. Let me delete this gray box. This pink is a neckline. So I'm gonna see if she will, give me maybe another push down. I'm not gonna just be stubborn either, though. So we'll see what the market gives us. However, I have been riding this trade out literally just up and down, up and down, up and down. It's been a beauty. I was hoping to get a breakout retest of this 4 hour shoulder, the inverted, and there's a little regular head and shoulder. So there's like a shoulder, a head, a shoulder. Then we have a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder. So I was trying to see if she was going to break out retest to come down and complete the daily shoulder. Could still happen. Don't know yet. As of right now, not seeing it. It is respecting this 4 hour shoulder level drastically. So the only way that I'm going to get into this trade for this daily shoulder is if I get a nice retest, and then I'll go ahead and take it down. And remember, take it about a couple pips higher than the left shoulder. So that's that. My stop losses usually average about maybe 35 pips. So when I take a loss, it's no big deal. Like my trades are, I have a 1-to-3 ratio. So I get my money back. It's no big deal. So yeah, we'll see. Again, if she's going to respect this and not come down, then I will look at for a breakout retest and clearly take her up. So at the moment, I am keeping my eye on her. She paid me very well this week. I'm very, very happy with her. GBP NZD was another one that I had provided. There was a beautiful flag pattern here, as you can see, respected. Let me move my little 5. Oops. Okay, usually after 5, I notice with GBP pairs, it'll pull back real quick and then just kind of give you an area of entry. It was beautiful. I mean, everyone should have been in this trade. I have nothing else to say. She respected a daily support level. All right. So if you missed this move right here, we've been in this trade for a long time. If you've been following me, a beautiful retest to this flag. Let me go to the 1 hour so you can see. Beautiful, beautiful retest. Okay. And took her down. So this trade has been amazing. Let's go back to the daily real quick. I have a weekly TP around here. I am very, very dead on when it comes to my TPs and entries. So there's a possibility that she may be coming up. If she gives us a nice retest this Sunday and Monday, like and closes below this area and makes it a ceiling, I will continue to ride this down to the weekly TP. So for those of you that are looking for a potential setup, that's what I'll be looking for if she respects it. So beautiful, beautiful trade. GJ, I've been riding this bad boy out for quite some time. I have a long-term TP. I know a lot of people are expecting a reversal. However, this area that I've created, as you can see, she wicked my entry. I was in this trade for a quick sell. Has not been broken and respected. So the only way I'm going to change my bias on this is if I get a breakout and retest of this pink area, this box, then I will go ahead and exit my swing trade. But as of right now, she's been respecting this bearish flag. I'm hoping to see an impulse. That's what I want to see down to my weekly TP. My safe TP is this black line at 135.850. That's my safe net right here. So I'll keep you posted. And I believe that's all that I traded personally. Let's see. I know my team did NJ, which has been beautiful. I mean, this trade has been beautiful. What we're looking for is a retest for continuation up. NZD USD was another trade that hit our take profits. Let me go to the daily so you can see. This was an obvious trade. It was very similar to the other pair that I was telling you about. We have an A, B, C, D, beautiful W formation here, harmonic pattern. So I'm looking to see if it's going to respect it and continue going up, or if she's going to respect the harmonic and then come down. But as you can see, TP hit. So it was, again, a beautiful trade. And that's it. I am looking at US 30. Let me show you guys. I am trying to see how she reacts to this very strong resistance level. If this week closes out in a doji, I'll be keeping an eye out on her and seeing if I can maybe ride her down. We were in this buy from these levels right here. I got out just because she's so volatile. I got out at previous structure. However, she clearly respected it. A lot of people like to trade her in a smaller time frame. I do like to look at her on a bigger time frame to get an overall picture. If the zone, this resistance zone is respected, I'm riding her down, okay? So that's it for right now. I will try to give some setups next week, depending on my schedule, but just to give you an overview of the pips that we claim, so you can see that we are actually trading these, we're marking these up, it's technical analysis. It's what I do, it's what I teach. If you are interested in my training, you can literally go to millionaireforexsociety.com and you'll see some information about the course. This is, you will have homework in this course. There's also an NDA that you have to sign, and what else? What else was I going to say? This is on a module basis, so you have to complete each module to go to the next section, okay? It is for beginners, it's for advanced people, it's great for refreshers. I do offer different options, okay? The 550 is just the online course. The Platinum package includes one-on-ones with me, and the online course and webinars, the whole shebang. I have partnered up with one of my students who has a scalping course, so we offer my online course and her scalping course for this fee. I do offer weekend trainings, 3-day trainings, and 5-day trainings if you are in the Florida area. I'm in Central Florida. So if you have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out. And I hope you have an amazing, amazing weekend. God bless.